Hello everyone here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Alma, Missouri here. Working on some chisel plowing here, at least for starters this episode. We're running the versatile 976 tractor here. And this is a John Deere, I believe it's a 712, right? Yes, a John Deere 712 chisel plow here. I don't remember how many shanks is that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 shank chisel plow here from the looks of it. Given the versatile good workout here, it seems like. I don't know, maybe ground's a little compacted hard here or something, but yes, getting it worked up here. I didn't actually realize when I started planting and stuff, Evan, all of these fields actually need to be plowed. So if we go back to the field we were working on here last episode, Evan, and unfortunately, I didn't realize this until we had it planted. Let me finish turning around here a minute. Speaking of turning around, by the way, I turned off the automatic stop at the end. I'm like, you know what? We're just going to kind of roll with it, so to speak. As long as I, remember to turn around at the end, we'll be good. I will have to say, though, that automatic, go back here to our AI settings. Yeah, AI, huh? Cruise control deactivation, that does come in handy sometimes. But in this case, I think we can turn it off. We're just going to roll around the corners here, hopefully, as long as I pay attention to where we're driving and all that good stuff, which, nothing could go wrong there, right? No, not at all. Not at all. Anyway, as I was about to say here, all our fields need to be plowed. I did not realize that. So field 9 is planted already. But it also needs to be plowed. So, yeah. We're just going to obviously have to leave it that way at that point, being already planted up, but I don't want to have to work it up, so... I'd say there's something fun about running the old chisel plow here. So yeah, going back to, speaking of field 9 here, by the way, we've got some other problems going on field 9. I don't know what's going on with field 9 here. And actually, that reminds me, I wanted to get some lime going on some of these other fields here as well. But if we go to our precision farming map here, this is where probably having the automatic stop at the end would be good. Because while I'm dinking around in the maps, everyone will automatically stop at the end here. Otherwise, we'll end up all the way across the map or something like that. But anyway, over on, actually, let's see, is that a good... Yeah, let's actually go to the nitrogen map here first, Evan. So last episode, at the end of last episode there, I was working on getting some liquid lime set up. Which, yeah, let's go over to the main farm here. Actually, you know what, I can show it right from here. Ended up putting up a liquid lime silo so we can fill our liquid lime. That worked out quite nicely there. I then just started a hired worker on it. And I didn't actually pay attention. I mean, just looking at the ground, it was putting down lime. I was like, okay, looks good. Looks like we're working. Everything's going great, right? Well, I go over and check our map, and I'm like, there's no lime on this showing up here. Now there is now because I put solid pellet lime down now. But then I went and checked the nitrogen map. Apparently, liquid lime, everyone, is counting as nitrogen with our application here. I'm not sure what is up with that, but yeah, so we got a bit of a mess on this field here. Although, as you can tell, it only did the up and down rows. For some reason, we do not have the liquid lime counting as fertilizer on the outside headland pass. I don't know what is up with that. The hired worker did the entire field. The entire field was covered with lime, but it did not count the outside. It looks like it probably should have done 2 headland passes from the looks of it here, because pretty sure that's more than 1 headland from what I'm seeing anyway. So I don't know. We just got all kinds of mess going on this field, Evan. So yeah, when I seen the liquid lime was not working, I'm like, okay, well, we'll have to go put pellet lime on. And you can tell, well, we got pellet lime on it. It seems to be a bit of a heavy application right here. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that here. We got some, 7.5. So it's a little heavy in a few spots. But then we got missing spots. Which, okay, for those who remember, I started planting this field here before we put the lime down. It's like, okay, well, maybe the headland that I planted, which I did one headland around the outside edge of the field, which if you look, that's probably about what's missing until you get to here. Like, what happened over here? I didn't plant all of this, Evan. Yes, I planted one headland out here, which you can kind of see that. Looks like there's been some spots it did get it. I don't know. Oh, where are we going here? Where are we going? Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should turn on the automatic stop and turn around. That's what I was saying. Yep, this is why you have that feature turned on. So while I'm dinking around showing you folks stuff in maps, we at least stop at the end and don't do whatever we did here. Field 5, yeah, oh, not a big deal. At least it's not our field. Plowing up the neighbor's field. Okay, back to plowing our field here. So, yeah, anyway, field 9, I'm just all kinds of mess here according to Precision Farming. I don't even know, Evan. Don't even know here. So, apparently don't use liquid lime. I don't know if the liquid lime just maybe doesn't work with Precision Farming because, again, as you can see, Evan, I didn't put any nitrogen on this field, Evan. And as a reminder, our planter does not put down fertilizer. So, like, this has to be from the liquid lime, I'm assuming. So, Precision Farming is counting liquid lime as fertilizer. And, of course, when we say fertilizer, we're talking nitrogen per precision farming there. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Not entirely sure what to think of that. With that being said, I figured we'll get another hired worker going this episode on putting lime down on the field across from us here. What's the number on that one? That's number 8. Number 8 over there. Oh, that's another thing I found out, by the way, Evan. Apparently, you cannot use a hired worker on this chisel plow here. I had hired a worker to do field 8 here. Well, the hired worker did absolutely nothing on that field. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he even did anything, Evan. I hired the worker. He did whatever he did, and I left and came back, and I'm like, well, let's go back to this screen. I'm like, okay, well, actually, the entire field was red then yet. I have been working, or Course Play has been working on this field, I should say. And I was like, well, that's not cool. That field was supposed to be done already. Well, I don't know. I've been doing this entire field myself here. Note the fact that it's actually been done. With very few missing spots too, I might add. I don't think I've missed anything, have I? Of course, now that I said that, I will probably have jinxed myself, and we'll probably miss a spot somewhere. Yeah, oh well. Time to turn around again. Like I said, we're getting a small part of the field here. And you know what? Before we go any further, let's see, let's maybe get a lime spreader going on at field 8 there. I'll just leave you parked here. Yeah, I can't just like have a hired worker take over for a few minutes here while we go get another hired worker going, unfortunately. So, oh, you're still going yet. Perfect. Oh, yeah, and here's the field at 9, of course, by the way. You can see we got lime across the entire field. Of course, that's not what the precision farming map shows here again. But, yeah, again, why such variability across the field? I don't know what's going on there, everyone. I'm kind of curious, though. Like I said, we're going to go to the next field here and just see what happens on that field. We're using regular lime and a regular spreader here, so, yeah. I do have the sprayer sitting over there with liquid lime in it yet as well. Oh, well. Not sure what we're going to do with that yet at this point, but Wonder if I should like finish plowing this field first. It shouldn't matter, right? Really shouldn't. Hire a worker. Do your worst. Of course, that's what I get for probably saying that over on this field. And he definitely didn't, in my opinion, do a great job over there. So, oh well. Okay, back to plowing. Did I lower this down? I did not. Oh. There we go. This tractor likes to deactivate the steering line, by the way, I've noticed. I don't know, just something probably with the articulated nature of these tractors. And when I say these tractors, I'm not talking just this particular one, just like any articulated tractor in general. Oh, and you folks thought I was going to miss that turn, huh? Ooh. I did notice on the headland here, this chisel plow was not pulling in a nice straight line behind the tractor. But now that we're going up and down the field, it seems to be pretty good. I'm not noticing that sliding off to the side problem here. Just maybe something to note that this chisel plow might have some issues with it. For example, it doesn't seem to like a hired worker for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but I don't know if anyone else out there has used this particular chisel plow or not and had that same problem. Once we're done with this field, I'll probably go throw the hired worker back on field 8 there, let him finish that. Basically what happened was I had started working on this field, but then I had to leave, so I just, you know what, hired worker, why don't you go start on that field while I'm gone here. Then we'll at least get that field started as well. You know, the thing with course play is I can't just set up a course play course and have course play finish this little section here. I guess you could if you wanted to like do a custom boundary or some strange stuff like that, but like, you know what, now we'll just we'll finish this field up ourselves here. Something maybe to keep in mind, you know, if I start a field with this one, I can't just have a hired worker finish it. So at least with this chisel plow, by the way. Now you folks may have noticed I do have another plow as well. We've got a John Deere Ripper. I don't know that I would necessarily consider that a plow. I'd consider that more of a deep ripper that we have. So this one, I would call this a chisel plow right here. The other plow tillage tool that we have is the, like I said, the John Deere 915 ripper. So we got one of those sitting at the shop there as well. And again, like I said, I would consider this more of a deep ripper. If you notice, I don't believe it's got the same number of shanks, right? No, this is actually one less, or no, sorry, two less. Looks like this is an 11 shank ripper. 550 horsepower to pull that one versus I think this is like 150, 200 somewhere in there. Going so much deeper, at least in real life anyway. No, that's not the line we want. Anyone else, you get annoyed with that too? Like you're on the right line, you hit the activate button and it switches over to a different line. Oh wait, I forgot to lower down. There we go. Out of curiosity, how are we looking over on field 8 here for lime? Oh. Mistakes have been made, everyone. Boy, we're new to this game here, apparently. You know what? I'm going to let him finish lime in that field, everyone. We're going to let him finish here. Anyone notice what mistake I made? You probably noticed when I brought up the screen there. Yes. At this point, though, like I said, we're going to let him finish. That should evenly spread lime across that field. I think that gets applied at this point. I forgot I had not purchased all the soil information for our fields here yet. So, note to self: need to make sure we do that. And of course, when we purchase the soil information, that gives us all the soil type and the pH and the nitrogen levels. And I think, is that it? I think that's it, right? Soil type, pH, nitrogen levels. Yeah, the yield. We don't need the soil information for the yield. Seed rate. Well, the seed rate, yes. For the automatic seed rate, I believe you do need the soil information for that. Actually, I guess I'm not 100% sure. Like, if you plant on a field of precision farm and you don't have the soil information, does it still automatically put the right amount of seed down based on soil type? It probably does. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, but I mean, technically it shouldn't, right? Because it doesn't have the soil information, so it doesn't know what... oh, hey, there we go. Now it's pulling crooked. I was going to say, going up and down, I haven't noticed that quite as much. But yeah, now, well, no, it is a little bit crooked again, isn't it? So far, we haven't missed anything as a result of that. And, you know, it is pulling slightly crooked, but not terribly crooked. If anything, you would think it would be going the other way. It would be sliding downhill, not uphill. Strange. Once we're done with this, we got the case over here waiting to go as well. Now, I did run the cultivator across this field already, or high-speed vertical tillage tool. Actually, you know what? Yeah, in the game here, it's a high-speed one. I guess technically in real life, it's probably considered high-speed as well. At least if I remember correctly anyway on that particular one. I seen it swap over to that line there. I was about ready to push the button. I'm like, oh, no, 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 don't push it yet. Almost done with the fielder. Speaking of being almost done, how are we looking over on field 8? Are we almost done over here? There's probably no... Yeah, I'm not going to have any screen that's going to, like, show me how much is done on that field there. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to wait till he's done. And then, like I said, we'll purchase the soil information and see what happened with that. I don't remember if that still gets applied or not. We'll find out. You know, again, I mean, technically he is applying lime on that field, so... We'll make sure we purchase the soil information here before we start on this field here. Oh, 2 more little passes here. Looks like we'll be done here. That's actually not too bad what it took us. About 20 minutes into this episode here, and yeah, we about got this field done. And then before I run the cultivator across it here, I am going to put a lime on this field, like I was saying. And then what we're going to probably do, Evan, is we're going to go empty the sprayer out of liquid lime. And then we'll put nitrogen in that. Plus, we'll have to spray for weeds as well, so. Okay, there we go. It wants us to do one more little pass there, but that, yeah, we got it. We are done. See, I didn't even lock on for those 2 lines right there. Okay, well, let's head back across the river here. I do have a course-by-course going here for field 8. You know, when you drive on the field and you want the lines to show up and they don't, but then you drive off the field like, no, I don't need the lines anymore. There they still are. Really? Oh, there they go. They disappeared. That's kind of interesting. Not sure what's up with that there. That's a little strange. Oh, where'd we... Oh, there we are. So where'd we leave off at? Right there. I'm just going to leave this over here for now. I'm going to wait for the lime spreader to finish before I start course way up on the plowing again. Don't want them getting in each other's way. Plus, I don't want to be plowing while we're actively spreading lime. I'm not sure. I don't know if that would do anything or not, but I don't want to take any chances here with the mess we already have on this field. So, I think we're working on the headland now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this might be an up and down pass yet. Yeah, this might be an up and down pass yet. Because it looks like we got one headland passer on the outside. Okay, so he's probably still going up and down yet. Wow, I thought he would have had that field finished by now, but should have started him a little sooner, I guess. Okay, let's hop over to our sprayer. Right, is this the sprayer? Yes, it is. Perfect. Now, for this sprayer, everyone, I'm actually thinking of selling the sprayer. And the reason I say that, everyone, is because the liquid lime that is in it. I can unload the liquid lime, yes, but what am I going to do with liquid lime? I'm just going to have it sitting around for the rest of this series. The only way I can think to get rid of it, everyone, I don't know. Anyone, like, how do you... Oh, wait a minute. I know. Aha. I think resetting it gets rid of it, doesn't it? I was like, wait a minute. How do you unload it? Reset. To the shop. That's a bit of a bummer, but that's not the end of the world. We'll just have you go drive back down to the shop there, bud, and go pick that up for us, will you kindly? I need auto drive for that. Nope, not grain silo. We need shop, which there's a whole category down here for it. Shop collection point. We can actually have them go right down to the shop collection point. Can you believe it? A reminder again here, the auto drive routes I have on this map here are from the auto drive guy on YouTube. Check his channel out if you want to download these. Plus, he has ones for other maps as well. I'm not sure how many he has, but he does have one here for Alma, Missouri. He had one for Plowing, France as well, the previous map we played on. And I believe he also had one for Hutan Pantai. Yes, he had one for Hutan Pantai as well. So, all the auto drive routes I've used so far have been from him. At least on my single-player series here. Okay, while we're driving to the shop here, I'm also going to go to the shop and remove our lime silo. Let's see, get my bearings here. Lime silo is that one right there. Do we want to sell? Yes. I think it gives us money for the... No, it does not give us money? I thought it gave us money for the product that was still in it. How do you like that? Guess we're just out that money. Or are we? Oh. What's that about? FS Power Tools. No idea. Anyway, let's see what's here. CP. Add money. Nothing to see here, everyone. I don't know. What do you think? 20,000 seemed like a reasonable amount. That seems like a reasonable amount for lime, I would say. Ooh, whatever that error message is, it keeps going too, doesn't it? We should probably do something about that. Developer tools, by the way, for those of you who have ever used that before. That's what brings that screen up there. You do have to have it turned on in your game settings. Oh, speaking of game settings, XML, by the way, I had it here again I think it was yesterday's episode. I went to start the game up. It didn't happen today. It happened yesterday. Went to start the game up, and I had to replace the game XML again here. Of course, it pops up and like, hey, do you want to replace it? Corrupt or can't be read or something like that. Like, what? Again? So yes, had to reload that file again here. That is the second. That's for sure the second time now in the last couple weeks I've had to do this. That one I'm like, that's not good. I don't know what's going on with that, but it seems like ever since the most recent update now, I've had to, like I said, replace that game settings XML file a couple times. Which, of course, means you lose all your settings. So all your settings, all your graphics settings, you got to go through, reset everything. That'll be you folks. That's kind of annoying. I'm just going to run people over. Cool. There's our sprayer, which hopefully is empty now. If it's not empty, I'm going to sell it and we'll buy a new one. I don't want that liquid lime sitting around. Just turn you off here. Yay, it's empty. Perfect. Okay, back to the main farm. Do I have the main farm open? I do. I don't know, I just always go to the grain silo unload point. What I should do, I'm assuming there's probably a route that's going right past our refill tank. I should set the refill tank as a waypoint. You folks have to remind me. When we get back to the farm, we'll have to do that. Okay, we're just going to go back to the farm ourselves right away here. Seeing how we're looking over here. Oh, yeah, on the last pass around the field. Excellent. I'll also just ride along here. I do say I do like the decal on the John Deere. It's kind of cool looking with that lightning across it. Seems like the grills could use a little bit of that as well, but oh well. Or maybe the grills just need to get dirty because they're not getting dirty like the rest of the tractor. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, if you look at them, it looks like the grills are staying clean here, while the rest of the tractor obviously has the dirt and stuff on it. Wonder if that's what's going on. Oh, are we done? We are done. Okay. Let's see what happens when we purchase the soil information here then. Go over to that. I want to purchase soil information. Yes. I also want to get it for this field. Might as well just go through and get them all while I'm at it so I don't forget. Should have done that right away. Field 1. I think, is that... Oh, you got field 2 over there yet as well. Okay. I think that's the last one then. Okay, did I get them all? I think so. I think that's all of them. Okay, let's see what kind of damage, or maybe not damage, we did on field 8 here. Lime. Hey, look at that. The lime did count. I thought it would have, and that's why I wasn't like, you know what, we're going to let him finish. And then we'll... Then we'll worry about, purchasing the soil information. Otherwise, I was afraid of, if I purchased it halfway through, we might end up with some strange things. So, but now we'll just let him finish here. Speaking of, now that he's finished, I can start the plow going here again. Okay, we're going to hire a worker over on this field here. Hire you. And the versatile. Oh, if I... No, I can't quite click on it quick enough. Got him. There we go. I love that click switch out, and it does work nice. And the Puma has reached its unload point. Perfect. I do not need this on. I'm going to switch this over to AI just so I don't have to look at the lines here. There we go. Boy, doing a bad job lining here. Come on now. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, nearest waypoint. Off you go. I know this pass here was coming down this way, so I know he's starting here. That's why I don't have to bring the lines up to see what or where he is going. Okay, and let's see if we can fill this up at our refill silo here. And speaking of refill silo, let's bring this up here. I'm pretty sure we got some, wow, we got some serious amounts going on there. I'm not even sure. Wow. Interesting. This is a one-way line again, isn't it? I'm not sure how I feel about that. No, this is a multi-direction line here, but it's feeding a single. Oh, no, there is a multi-direction line going across. No, wait a minute. I see an arrow on that line there. Okay, this looks like this is a multi-direction line, but is being fed by a single direction line. So, okay, well, anyway. Yeah, that waypoint there is fine. Let's, waypoint. Refill silo. Perfect. Okay, and can we refill? No, why not? Why not? Close enough? Oh, you know what? I might have to, like, actually record an actual, like, little offshoot on that line just so I can actually get closer here. There we go. Yeah, just had to be a little bit closer. And I want liquid fertilizer, please. That filled up quick. Wow. Speaking of being filled up, though, we are full on time here, unfortunately, this episode. So with that, everyone, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And till next time.